Right now, with more cars on the road this summer, how can we keep the roads safer? The city of Madison with some answers and its Vision Zero initiative.
Thunderstorms are showing some signs of weakening across parts of southern Wisconsin, but we got a whole nother round of storms to talk about for Tuesday.
And how a signature is causing controversy over whether a Dane County judge should be presiding over a lawsuit against Act 10. It's all ahead on News Read Now at 10. Lots of rain today, creating areas of standing water tonight in the city of Madison. Rain, just one of a few elements during a stormy day that moved through the area, bringing with it thunder and lightning, also a tornado warning for Rock, Jefferson, and Walworth counties. Stormy weather expected to continue on your Tuesday as well. Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington tracking what you need to know in his first warn forecast. Alex?
Eric, yes, quite the evening across southern Wisconsin and alert day conditions verifying. Just look at this video here from Fort Atkinson when we had that brief tornado warning. You see that rotation, and if you look very, very close, you have to keep an eye on this and talk about this with the National Weather Service. Almost looks like a brief little gust NATO spitting up there. We appreciate that video there, Chris, because that helped verify the tornado warning for the Fort Atkinson area. Speaking of tornado warnings, we have been wall to wall here in the First Warn Weather Team every single week pretty much since the start of May, and now here we're starting June with yet another portion of our evening wall-to-wall with tornado warnings. Right now across Dane County, radar 3000, a few showers on the northern part of Dane County and the southern part of Dane County. There were a concentrated area of showers and a couple thunderstorms up towards Dodge County. Heavy rainfall certainly with these storms, not expecting much in the way of severe weather as we carry on through the rest of the night. In fact, future tracking a lot of our weather models fizzling the leftovers of these showers and storms as we go into this evening. But that doesn't erase all the rain that we've had today. Flood watches continue until 4 a.m. on Tuesday as this water continues to percolate through the watersheds. So still some flooding possibilities overnight tonight, even though the storms will be decreasing. Coming up in Maine weather, we're going to track the next round of thunderstorms, and some of those storms may be severe. All
right, Alex, thank you. That stormy weather that came through earlier, leaving a bit of damage in Edgerton. You can't quite tell here, but the roof on this building on Henry Street has partially collapsed. Now, fortunately, there have been no reports of any injuries from this weather event. Driving in Madison this summer may look a little different, not just because of the yearly construction. Safer crosswalks, reduced speeds, and many more changes are on the way as the city of Madison continues its Vision Zero initiative. Armand Rahman shows us what's in store.
In the coming months, you're going to see this 35 become a 30-mile-per-hour speed limit on the stretch of South High Point Road on Madison's west side as the city rolls out its next phase of speed management and safe streets projects for Vision Zero.
It should be a community effort, slow down.
Starting in June, other speed limit changes will come to side streets near East Wash, Regent Street from Midvale to Whitney Way, and Sheboygan Avenue between Seco and Whitney Way, along with other reconstruction projects. Traffic engineer Alexandra Heinritz says it's proven to help.
We've seen the majority of the roadways see a decrease in the very high, most dangerous speeds. And 31 out of 35 of those streets.
She says there will also be more safe streets projects that are quicker to build this summer in hopes of calming traffic in a lot more spots around the city.
Most of them are going to take a day, not even. Installing, a continental crosswalk takes like a couple hours, not even. And doing these bump outs or rebel flashing beacons, it doesn't take very long.
The speed limit changes will happen more slowly throughout the summer.
Be finished, I would say, end of August, end of September.
Vision Zero leaders say, unlike the larger thoroughfares where they reduce speeds, they're not going to send out notifications each time they change one of these smaller roads. However, there will be flags placed on each side of the speed limit sign to let you know of the change. Reporting in Madison, Armand Rahman, News 3 Now.
Armand, thank you. Madison and Dane County officials raising the Progress Pride flag today at the City, County, and Municipal Building in support of Pride Month. Madison Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway saying tonight it's important for LGBTQ people to know they're welcome, but there's still work to do as the community still faces discrimination.
It is important for us here in Madison and Dane County to raise the flag and to show that we believe in equality, that we believe in more rights, not fewer, in more freedoms, not less, and that we stand strong with the LGBTQ+ community here in Madison and Dane County.
Madison Common Council and the Dane County Board have both introduced resolutions recognizing June 2024 as Pride Month. Next at 10, Universities of Wisconsin Regent Bob Atwell is resigning now, 3 days after his term expired amid a refusal to step down. Governor Tony Evers had appointed a replacement, Tim Nixon, to replace him, but Atwell said he had planned to stay on and would only step down on his own or until the state Senate confirmed a successor. There were questions surrounding that as the legislature's 2-year session ended in the spring and lawmakers aren't expected to return to Madison until next January. But now Nixon can take his seat as the newest UW regent. Growing scrutiny over the Dane County judge hearing a landmark case challenging Act 10, the controversial union law passed back in 2011. Judge Jacob Frost is hearing the case right now. That same name appears on a petition to recall then Governor Scott Walker, who was in office when Act 10 went into law. There is some evidence to suggest it is the same Jacob Frost. The address matches a place he lived at the time, but we cannot outright confirm it's the same person. His office did not immediately return our calls. Now, despite it possibly being him, a UW law professor we spoke with says it shouldn't be a conflict of interest as Walker is no longer governor.
We're talking about a petition for a recall of a governor who is no longer in office that happened over a decade ago. And so I really don't think that this rises anywhere near a conflict of interest or an appearance, even an appearance of a conflict of interest.
Gross adds that the specifics of this case may make it easier for the judge to remain impartial. To Jefferson County now, where police are looking for a man who stole 2 chainsaws from a store. Now, this happened on May 28th. So take a look. The suspect took the chainsaws from the Tyson's Home Farm and Auto Store in Jefferson. He was wearing all black, including a black Nike Dunkaholic t-shirt. The suspect then got into a dark-colored minivan and left. Anyone with information about the suspect or that vehicle, they're asked to call Jefferson Police, the number 920-674-7707. Well, if you commute on the Isthmus, a portion of West Washington Avenue is closed for construction. Started this morning at 7, down to 1 lane in each direction between Broome and Fairchild. Now, crews will be out replacing the underground utilities and then also rebuilding the roadway. Work is expected to last until October, so traffic will not return to normal until then. Dr. Anthony Fauci on Capitol Hill today testifying before a House subcommittee about the U.S. response to COVID-19 and the origins of the virus. The hearing at times contentious between Dr. Fauci and committee members. It was his first public testimony since retiring from public service in 2022. He defended his role in guiding the government's initial response to COVID-19 as House Republicans questioned measures like social distancing, business closures, and remote learning.
Children all over America were forced to wear masks. Healthy children forced to wear masks, muzzled in their schools. And then they were forced to learn from home because of your so-called science.
Well, Democrats on the Select Subcommittee pushed back ahead of the hearing, saying their Republican colleagues are on a political witch hunt rather than a fact-finding mission.
I take great offense to the attacks on Dr. Fauci and our medical professionals. My mom, who was a healthcare worker, died of COVID during the pandemic. My stepdad also died of COVID during the pandemic. I lost 2 parents. And so the attacks on vaccines, on science, on healthcare, on Dr. Fauci are shameful. We should all be disgusted by it.
And Dr. Fauci has received credible death threats since 2020 and fears the negative and violent attitude that some people have toward public health officials will discourage younger generations from doing similar work. Hunter Biden in a Delaware courtroom this morning for the first day of jury selection in his federal gun trial. The president's son is accused of buying and possessing a firearm in 2018 while using illegal drugs, a violation of federal law. The 54-year-old is also accused of lying on a form he submitted during the purchase about his drug use. He has pleaded not guilty to the 3 charges. This is the first time in American history the child of a sitting president has gone on trial. If convicted on all 3 counts, Hunter Biden could face up to 25 years in prison. And that trial getting underway as more reaction pours in from voters nationwide after last week's conviction of former President Donald Trump. His guilty verdict hasn't changed many minds. According to the latest CBS News poll, which found just over half the country thought Donald Trump was guilty before that verdict, and now just over half think the jury reached the right verdict and that the trial was fair. Republicans, however, overwhelmingly believe that Mr. Trump was treated unfairly and say that's affected their faith in the U.S. justice system.
You get more partisan splits here. You get 40% saying it's made them feel less confident in the system. And that's important, too, because as we go forward, we're going to hear a lot about this, and it's going to be part of the campaign.
And yet, more proof of just how divided the nation is politically. Half the country thinks the presumptive Republican nominee is unfit to be president now that he's been convicted of a crime. President Biden expected to announce an executive order to curb illegal immigration as early as tomorrow. The president's sweeping order would effectively shut down the U.S.-Mexico border to asylum seekers crossing illegally when a daily threshold of crossings is exceeded. Now, that number is 2,500. Unaccompanied children would be exempt. The executive action would also allow authorities to turn away migrants either to Mexico or to their country of origin. More local stories still ahead tonight at 10. The AmFam Golf Championship back at University Ridge one more time this week. We'll preview what you need to know about the event, plus a visit with one PGA professional who came to visit simply to play the course. We'll show you who it is next.
With Sweeto Metal Roofing, you get quality metal roofs installed by the best in the business. A metal roof means no fading, no storm repairs, true sustainability, and lower energy bills.
Sweeto Metal Roofing, the last roof you'll ever need.
It's a great time to have RG Heating and Air Conditioning check your home's furnace system for safety and efficiency. RG services all brands and installs quality Trane equipment to keep your home running smooth year-round. Call RG Heating and AC today.
Hi, I'm Emmy Fink with Buzzed In Madison. We love the month of June because we get to celebrate the dairy industry and all of our great dairy farmers around this area. Join us all month. Blue Star Dairy, that's who we're going to see first, right here on WISC TV3.
How much was I paying a month for insulin?
$185.
$300.
$400. I never expected anyone to do something about it.
But then Tammy Baldwin did.
She stood up to the drug companies and wrote a law capping the cost of insulin.
Thanks to Tammy, now it just costs $35 a month.
She made a huge difference for so many of us.
She lifted a weight off all our shoulders.
I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message.
It's the Ford SUV season sales event, and time for great offers across the entire lineup, including Ford Escape, Mustang Mach-E, Expedition, and Explorer, America's all-time best-selling SUV. And experience Ford Blue Cruise hands-free highway driving available on select vehicles. Amazing offers, huge selection. This is Ford SUV season. Choose FlexBuy on a new Ford Edge and get 0% APR financing for 66 months, plus $1,000 FlexBuy cash, only for a limited time starting right now.
Introducing Badgerscape Design and Landscape, your trusted full-service landscape company in the greater Madison area. We offer expert design, installation, and maintenance services. Visit badgerscapedesign.landscape.com to schedule a consultation today.
Here's to the farm and fleet dads, the ones who work hard to get the job done right, the ones who take pride in what they do and take the time to pass it on. This Father's Day, get your dad a gift he'll love. Like men's Ariat t-shirts, buy two, get one free. 3M Digital Work Tunes hearing protection, only $49.99. 8 packs of Energizer AA or AAA batteries, $6.99. Plus, a Blaine's gift card makes the perfect Father's Day gift.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
On the Jennifer Hudson Show, the Golden Bachelors Kathy Schwartz and Susan Knowles are here.
I love your friendship.
And who doesn't love Morris Chestnut?
You've been married 30 years.
She looks as beautiful as she did when I first met her.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
An annual event returns to Verona this week. The American Family Insurance Golf Championship tees off at University Ridge Golf Course at County Highways M and PD, just off Madison's far west side. So if you commute that way, the typical rush hour, well, that might come with some extra slowdowns. Wednesday and Thursday is the Pro-Am, and then the full tournament begins on Friday, running through Sunday, where a champion will be crowned. And this will be U Ridge's last year hosting the event. Next year, it'll move to TPC, Wisconsin, formerly Cherokee, on Madison's northeast side near the airport. And although the AmFam Championship hasn't officially started, it hasn't stopped golfers from getting out on the links, including some who aren't actually competing, but just want to get out to University Ridge because they love that golf course.
It's just one of the tournaments that I've fell in love with. I love the golf course, and the people here are great. And AmFam, American Family, is so awesome to us. And but like, we can't do it without these guys. The Pro-Ams are what makes it happen.
That's right. John Daly out there today. The AmFam Championship isn't just limited to the pros. Some athletes are also competing, including some big names. Former Olympian Michael Phelps and retired NFL player Matt Ryan, now a studio analyst on the CBS NFL Today show. They're in the foursome tournament. People across Wisconsin are getting outside to ride their bikes this week, or at least they will once the weather clears up. Part of the annual Wisconsin Bike Week put on by the Wisconsin Bike Fed, now through Sunday. It started over the weekend with festivities scheduled all across the state. And this year's theme is Bikes Mean Business. It's focusing on featuring and highlighting businesses that are bicycle friendly. Some businesses even offering up special discounts for cyclists. A full list of events for Wisconsin Bike Week can be found online. The story linked at channel3000.com. Pepsi is taking a back seat now in the soda wars. Now, Coke is still on top, but it's now Dr. Pepper in second, not Pepsi. Dr. Pepper inched ahead of Pepsi as the second most popular brand in the U.S. last year. That's according to market share data from Beverage Digest, a trade publication. In 2023, Coke captured more than 19% of the soda market in the U.S. by volume. Both Dr. Pepper and Pepsi came in at 8.3%, with Dr. Pepper technically edging out Pepsi a bit. Well, now that the warmer months are here, you may be thinking about booking a getaway, and it's not too late to score some summer discounts. Jen Sullivan talks to a travel expert on ways you can save in today's Consumer Watch.
From beach vacations to exploring new cities, there are plenty of ways to save on summer trips this season. So, when is the best time to travel?
If you visit places in August, you're going to find better deals than if you visit them mid-summer.
Travel expert Emily Kaufman also recommends traveling during the week rather than the weekend to lock in lower rates on airlines and hotels. When booking a hotel, ask about discounts. She says many places offer discounted rates to military, first responders, and teachers. And don't forget about AAA or AARP memberships, which will get you a better deal as well. For families, look into renting a vacation home or condo. It may be cheaper than booking a few different hotel rooms to accommodate everyone. And traveling to off-season destinations can help stretch your budget.
Luxury resorts in Scottsdale, Arizona and Palm Springs, California that are usually 5-star prices can come down to 3-star prices during the summer.
Many cities offer special bundled rates to sightsee, so if you're visiting New York City, look into buying a Go City Pass.
You can save up to 50%, and these are international and domestic as well.
Kaufman also says if you're a member of Costco or Sam's Club, you may be able to book your trip through them and save.
They're buying travel in bulk, so they've negotiated special rates with airlines, hotels, cruises, and rental cars.
And finally, book your trip on a cashback rewards credit card to earn points. For Consumer Watch, I'm Jen Sullivan.
Well, staying cool this summer will put a heavy dent in the pockets of many Americans. National Weather Service says the country will have above normal temperatures these next few months. That means many residents will be cranking up the AC, which will translate to higher electric bills. An analysis predicts the average cost to stay cool will go up nearly 8% from June through September. That is according to the National Energy Assistance Directors Association and the Center for Energy, Poverty, and Climate. Works out to an average of $719. That's nearly $200 more than the electricity cost on average back in 2019. For comparison, well, it was storms, not heat, across southern Wisconsin today. Alex is back. Another check of your first warn forecast.
Yes, another busy night. This is verification of that busyness. Thanks, Chris, for sending us that flash of lightning there. What you're seeing here is rapid rotation on the bookend vortex, the top end of a line of thunderstorms that moved in just south and east of Fort Atkinson, prompting a brief tornado warning for the southern portion of Jefferson County, the far northern portion of Rock County, and the northwestern portion of Walworth County. Let's do just a quick count here. Pretty much every single week, working backwards from this first week of June, going clear back to the second full week, really, of May 7th, we've had wall-to-wall coverage here on the First Warn Weather Team with tornado warnings. So it has been a very busy spring, still a busy night. Not so much across Dane County, overall just shower activity, maybe a clap or two of thunder, but that heavier rainfall still persists just north of Dane County, from Columbia County streaming into Dodge County. Rainfall rates coming down at quite the pace. So the continuation of heavy rainfall, still a possibility, at least for a couple more hours. The good news is we're not seeing any severe thunderstorm warnings. With this, I think the severe weather threat has diminished significantly across the area, but still seeing that persistent line of showers and a couple of thunderstorms right over Columbia County, over into Dodge County. It's still going to add up the water because it's coming down at such a great rate, and it's very humid out there. As we move forward into the wee hours of the morning, future track still showing just a couple of isolated showers and storms. Again, mostly to the north and towards the east of Madison. Over portions of southwestern Wisconsin, things should be really clearing out. Rainfall estimates, and I want to highlight, this is just an estimate. We have had a lot of flooding reports over Rock County. Near Footville, we've also had flooding reported across multiple other areas of southern Wisconsin, but I just wanted to zoom in here. This is where some of the most persistent flooding reports have occurred, especially near Footville this evening. But we've got more storms on the way. After our flood watches will hopefully be allowed to expire the wee hours of Tuesday morning. We got a track alert day Tuesday going into Tuesday evening. More strong to severe thunderstorms are possible. A marginal risk of severe weather for the entire area. This will mostly be for wind and hail. The hail threats are in the afternoon, the wind threat in the afternoon, and then again as we go into the evening hours. Let's track all of it. Again, future track as we go into the evening hours, pushing those showers and isolated storms off to the east. We start off very muggy. Then we get into the low to mid 80s for high temperatures. Probably want to flip the AC switch on Tuesday. Thunderstorms pop up. Some of those storms again produce strong winds and maybe some hail. And then as we move towards later evening hours, watch the sign of thunderstorms off to the west near the Mississippi River. There's some indication it may be weakening as it moves to the east, and hopefully that's the case, and then that would lessen the damaging wind risk as we go into the wee hours of Wednesday morning. And Wednesday, things should finally start the pattern to settle down as we go Wednesday on into your Thursday, Friday, into the weekend beyond. You won't need the AC this upcoming weekend as temperatures will cool down to actually right about or just a little bit below normal for this time of year. But the main mode here is quiet.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
This famous wood fence from the show Home Improvement had to have boards replaced 13 times in only 9 years. Our fences outlast wood 3 to 1 and are all backed by our extensive lifetime warranty. This month, save $1,000 on your project. Visit the website or call the number for your new fence today.
Our city has a pulse. Steps from bustling and wild. Come find familiar. Experience new. Live in our rhythm and stay.
I'm gonna take real good care of your windows.
You need the experts at Feldco.
Right now at Feldco, get 2 windows for the price of 1.
Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
Summer's here, and with a new Toyota, you can capture all the moments that make summer, summer. Like driving a RAV4 to wade in a waterfall.
Nice.
Cruising to play mini golf in a Camry. Or taking a Tundra to the beach.
You're not gonna leave me here, are you?
Right now, you can lease a sporty new Toyota RAV4 for $309 a month. See your local Toyota dealer today or visit Toyota.com to learn more.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
When a crane collapsed during construction of a Major League sports stadium, 3 workers lost their lives. Their widows called us. When maintenance workers were permanently injured by an industrial accident at a public utilities power plant, the 7 injured workers called us. When a factory exploded, injuring dozens of workers, 18 victims, including all 3 families of men who lost their lives, called us. Because Wisconsinites know who to call when it's a must-win scenario. They call Habish, Habish & Rotier. National reputation, hometown service.
From midnight tweets to drinking bleach,
to tear-gassing citizens and staging a photo op. We knew Trump was out of control when he was president. Then he lost the 2020 election and snapped, desperately trying to hold on to power. Now he's running again, this time threatening to be a dictator, to terminate the Constitution.
If I don't get elected, it's going to be a bloodbath.
Trump wants revenge, and he'll stop at nothing to get it.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Madison, a new era in golf has arrived. Introducing TPC Wisconsin, an elite golf club with worldwide privileges. Contact TPC Wisconsin today for your exclusive membership.
Monte Ball was a machine in college. During his time as a Badger, he was a two-time consensus first-team All-American, a two-time Doak Walker Award winner, and named the Big Ten Running Back of the Year 2 times. He finished his career a third on Wisconsin's all-time rushing list with over 5,000 yards and scored 83 total touchdowns. Today, Ball found himself on the ballot for college football's Hall of Fame class of 2025. Well, it's been a crazy couple of days for the Whitewater baseball team. Sunday night, they won in walk-off fashion just to keep their season alive. And today, they needed to beat Salve Regina not once, but twice to advance to the Division III National Championship. Well, they won Game 1 to force a winner-take-all Game 2. And the Warhawks were flying in the 8th inning, tied at 2, but not for long. Aaron Holland deposits a home run into right to give Whitewater a 3-2 lead. Then a couple batters later, Danny Hopper adds some insurance like he's working at State Farm. The RBI single makes it a 2-run game, and Whitewater will play for a national championship. They win 5-2 the final. Well, it was an emotional night in Philly for Rhys Hoskins. The Brewers' first baseman returned to the place where he spent the last 6 years for the first time since he was traded. And you can't make this up. 7th inning, Hoskins up, and he sends one into the seats for a solo shot. Brewers, though, fall 3-1 the final. For the last 5 years, Wisconsin volleyball has reached the Final Four, and this year the Badgers will start the season where they hope to end up, in Louisville, Kentucky, the site of the 2024 Final Four. Kelly Sheffield and company will take on Louisville on August 27th, part of the AVCA First Serve Showcase. Now, the last time these two teams met, the Badgers beat the Cardinals in 5 sets to punch their ticket to the 2021 National Championship game. And the rain threw a little wrench in day 1 of the State Boys Golf Meet. Division I played all 18 holes, and Waunakee leads the team standings by 1 stroke, while Fort Atkinson's Mason Burke is tied for 2nd individually. Division II and III just played 9. Edgerton sits 2nd in D2, and Mineral Point leads after the first round in Division III. We're back after this.
After a serious accident, you'll need a winning team to protect your rights. Trust Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. One call, that's all.
Why was it important to have Pella match the look of your home?
I love that I have a home that just can't be made anymore. It's 100 years old, it's a historic district, and we didn't want to ruin the look by having modern windows in an older home. I had a vision for what I wanted our home to look like. When I found out that Pella had an architecturally accurate product line, they simply guided us and helped us to make a great decision for our home.
Order today and get 0% interest for up to 48 months. Visit PellaWI.com today.
Tina, the Tina Turner Musical. See her triumphant story and prepare to be ecstatically blown away. Direct from Broadway. Playing June 11th through 16th at Overture Center. Tickets at overture.org.
Celebrate Memorial Day at Brothers Maine, where unbeatable appliance deals come with expert advice. Enjoy special prices and free delivery on top brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid. Visit us today and feel like family at Brothers Maine.
Are you searching for a fresh career?
Then join the team at Chalk D Building Systems. We're expanding, now with 2 Sun Prairie locations, and we're looking for individuals to join our team as assemblers, material handlers, order pickers, and machine operators. Chalk D Building Systems competitive pay starts at $22 per hour plus comprehensive benefits. 3 shifts are available with overtime potential, and you'll become part of our 100% employee-owned team. Make your next career move on the careers page at chalkd.com.
All the best parts of summer are here at Summerfest. 600 artists, 12 stages, 3 unforgettable weekends. Summerfest, presented by American Family Insurance. Find tickets, lineup, and more at summerfest.com.
Arby's understands if you need a steak knife to get into these supremely stacked burgers. But don't forget, teeth are just mouth knives. Arby's, we have the meats.
When replacing your windows, you want them to be built by the best and backed by the best. That's what you'll get with replacement windows only available from Renewal by Andersen. When you choose Renewal by Andersen at Wanakee Remodeling, you're not getting a one-size-fits-all product. From design and sales to manufacturing, installation, and service, we own the entire process. This month only, when you buy 1 window or patio door, you'll get 140% off, plus 12 months special financing. Visit WanakeeRemodeling.com for more details.
After an accident, don't say anything and don't sign anything until you talk to Gruber Law Offices.
Call us first. There's never a fee until we win. Gruber Law Offices. 1 call, that's all.
Chris Stanford, News 3 Now this morning. Moving forward.
Was it upsetting to hear all that testimony about him cheating on you?
First, I was shocked, like this. And then I felt sad, like this.
New tonight on CBS.
All right, Alex is back. You had a busy day today, and we've got another round of this tomorrow.
Whole another round to go through tomorrow. We even still have showers and a couple thunderstorms out stretching from Sauk County to Columbia over to Dodge County. No severe weather. I'm not expecting more widespread severe weather tonight, but heavy rainfall until this line fully fizzles out, which it should over the course of the next couple of hours. Nonetheless, still very heavy rainfall with that line of storms. We've got flood watches in effect till 4 a.m. for much of southern Wisconsin. We've got a lot of water still to percolate through all of the watershed, so still could be looking at some flooding overnight tonight, and then mid-80s tomorrow. Humid conditions will be the fuel for more showers and thunderstorms. Some of those storms could be severe Tuesday afternoon, going on into your Tuesday evening, with the threats being wind and hail. The hail threat would be during the afternoon. The wind threat could carry us well into the nighttime tomorrow night, and then quiet.
Looks pretty good for the AmFam. Thursday
Can't
through
complain.
Sunday.
And state
At least
softball.
that part. Yeah, a lot going on. We need some dry weather. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now 10, folks. Have a great night.